Okay, folks, we are back. I have spent a little bit of time just mining and fishing and taking care of some random errands. Just doing a little bit of farming, picking up some stuff since our last video. And we are heading to this side quest in Ironwold, where we have the Lost Delivery. This is the package that we picked up at the crossroads just outside of the main city. So let's head on up here and let's see who we meet. And I see some folks in the distance right now. All right, somebody by the name of Harmot says, "As I said, I can't do much for Shalehoof without that underlay. What's the substrate for the salve?" And Harvester Farnee says, "Well, can't you do something about the earth elementals that did this to him? Or what about that sleeping mountain giant in my pond?" So we have a sleeping mountain giant to take care of. On more than one occasion, we've had to take care of sleeping giants. Usually they're awake, but from time to time we do get a sleeping one. I want to say we've come across ones that were impossible to wake, and it was part of a quest that we had to find some special item to get them to wake up in the first place. All right, so this is Durgaz cabin. The characters here are Harmot and Harvester Farnee. Incidentally, if anybody out there who does listen to these videos is curious and wondering, this is just notes that I make about the characters for these videos. So when I put the tags in them later on, when I upload them, I know exactly what to put in those tags for when people are looking for specific characters. So let's go ahead and give the package over to Farnee here. All right. Well, smoke the hive. You found it. I still can't believe the courier just lost my package. He didn't even pick it up. I think he just left it there at the crossroads. We've been waiting on this to help with Shalehoof's leg. Mixed with fire honey, this stuff should patch him up quickly. All right, so this is something to fix one of the Earthen that's there. Here's Harmot's.
Communication in... sorry. Hello.
And the name of this quest is Honey and Clay the Pain Away. It's a fun name for a quest. Ramoliths! Magnificent, aren't they? One of the finest elemental beasts on the Isle. So that's what the name of these rams are. Ramoliths. Okay. The bad news is they're not immune to injury. Poor Shalehoof here was attacked by awakened elementals in Farnee's pond. The good news is that we have all. Now, why can't I get this sentence up? The good news is that we have all we need to tend to him. We have all we need to tend to him. Okay. We just have to mix that clay you found with some fire honey and slap it up on old Shalehoof's hock. Alright, and we're gonna help create the salve. You gotta get a random outsider to heal my ram? Absolutely I am, Pep Valley, and let's start by crushing up the clay you brought over there on that anvil. So, crush up the clay. You never answered my question about dealing with the mountain giant or his elemental friends. As I was starting to say, earth elementals and mountain giants aren't exactly friends, Farnee. Besides, the giant's sleeping. Move here to get fire honey. Placed in the mortar. Well, sleeping for now anyway. He could wake up though. Oh, bring that honey over to the clay, Belvarian. And we throw the honey. Sleeping or not, seems that those recent tremors have shaken up my pond. There's elementals all over my waterfall. And of course we're going to have to take care of those elementals now, aren't we?
Welcome, Outlander.
But no, there's something else here. Oh, no, there's one more step. We got to mix the honey and the clay. All right. I'm not exactly keen to just wait for that giant rock and the rest of the waterfalls to just wake up. And we slap it on Shalehoof here. I suppose waking him up on our terms might be a better solution instead of letting the elementals annoy him out of slumber. And how exactly do you propose we do that?
Tell me what drives you.
Alright, Harnett says, well, aren't you just a natural with the elements? Ever thought about making a career out of it? Well, I did make a career out of it with a couple other tunes. I've got a couple of elemental shamans, after all. Say, since you're not afraid of getting messy, why don't you help us out with Farnee's problem? Of course I will. Come.
Let's commit our
Before we go and wake up, and this quest is Pulse Within the Earth. Before we go and wake up a slumbering mountain giant, it's probably best we get an idea for how deeply asleep he is. Though if the Nerubians burrowing up to wake him up, I'm not sure what will. Take these earth shards and plant them on the waterfalls and hills around the lake. Once we got them set up, I'll be able to get a reading on the giant's health. Right, so place the tremor stones.
No directives.
And he also says, meet us on the bank of the pond down the hill. Wait, we're not getting close to that thing, are we? And miss out on learning about mountain giants? Not a chance. Alright, so also while I'm here, there's a flight master that we're going to go ahead and click real quick so we have that.
Paths intertwine.
And there we are. So now we have one more flight path.
Journey far and safe.
Is the mountain giant up here? No. That's kind of random enemies. Oh, okay. You place these things and they appear. Alright. Okay. That's our mountain giant right here. He's slumbering. Apparently they can breathe underwater. Pushovers. You're pushovers. Come on. Where's the challenge? Alright. And they're right here in front of the bank, in front of the pond here. Speak to Harmot.
Brought you here.
I have placed the tremor
Your
stones.
choices return.
He says, oh no, can you both feel it? The giant's pulse. The poor lad's wounded, I think. Wounded? Well, that calms my ease. Let's just hope it passes quickly and quietly, right? Passes quickly? We haven't seen mountain giants in eons, and you want the first one we find to pass quickly? Yeah, we finally see one of these things in decades or centuries, and you want it to die. You heartless son of a gun. Well, Alright.
A new experience.
The mountain giant's got a weak heartbeat. Poor lad's likely been disturbed from a deep slumber with all of these elementals breaking off from the falls. Fortunately, the pair of us are experts in healing elemental and elemental adjacent life forms, aren't we? The salve can work on earthen and rock rams, and it can work on mountain giants. Alright.
May all paths
It's
be open.
a sound theory. Now we got a couple new quests here. From Harmot, his new quest is Playing in the Mud, and he says, remember when we used that clay and the fire honey to patch up Shalehoof? Oh yeah, we just did it. Let's do that again, but bigger! problem is we've run out of clay, but fortunately, with all the recent seismic activity, a whole avalanche of elementals has just been roused out of torpor and are clashing on the eastern beach. Bring me wet elemental charged silt to use as our restorative substrate. Alright, so we gotta go kill the elementals to get the clay, get the silt.
Journey far.
And the new quest from Farnee is called Lots and Lots of Fire Honey. Gee, I wonder what this is gonna be about. If Harnett wants to patch this sleeping boulder up and get him out of my pond, I'm all for it. Unfortunately, we used the last of my store of fire honey on Shalehoof's wound. So I guess we need to get that too. I haven't had time to harvest any from the Cinder Wold with all these elementals running amok. Head on down to the world's edge and bring us some honey. You're gonna need a lot. Find a lot of fire honey. Alright, I saw bees on the way in here, so I'm sure we'll probably have to get it from those folks. Find yourself in the Cinder Wold. The Cinder Bees won't take too kindly to disturbances. They may be temperamental, but like all elemental creatures on the island, they're vital in the role they play. Yes, of course. We're probably still gonna have to kill some bees, though. So, here we are, where the elementals are. Oh, there's a glyph nearby. Okay, there's a glyph somewhere in this area. Pardon me, guys, while we just take a brief little pause to see if by chance we can see the glyph anywhere. I don't see it immediately. Oh, there it is. I see it. I gotcha. Yoink! Alright, there we are. Fantastic. Rats, we got other players that are taking out these elementals, so we're going to have to wait for some of these folks to respawn, unfortunately. Well, we'll go ahead and get the mud in the meantime. Ah, rats. Did I get it? Ah, I just got it. Just got it. Alright. Switch the $7 to a great medical cards. Alright. Oh, fantastic. Alright, so we got one random quest item. One leftover piece of silt. Going to go too far south. A lot easier when we can just collect those mounds. There we go, there's a mound. Alright, there's all of our mud. Okay, and our fire honey is due north, so let's go ahead and get some of that. You will notice our progress to the next round of main story quest lines is directly to the east of here. We'll go ahead and take care of that in the next video, but for this one, we'll just stay with this quest line. Ah, rats. Alright. Okay. Oh, yikes. Oh, dear. Wow. Okay. Well, that's officially my first death on this expansion. Good Lord Almighty, that was... Whew. Hey, man. Okay. Can't go for mobs in this area, apparently. Alright, we'll have to see what the deal is. Oh, good lord, man. Wow, good lord almighty, man. This is not cool. Okay. Sheep can do that. Man, these things... Oh, good lord almighty. Well, he died too. Alright. Persistent honey slime. That's what these things are called. Okay, so this is... These have got to be... Okay. These have got to be enemies that probably cannot be taken out by normal means. They probably need something special to take them out. Oh, and that's probably what I needed to do the thing. Okay. Crying out loud. Alright, whatever the deal there is. And let's get our food buff. Oh, man. Okay, so eating for a food buff from Dragonflight food is 320,000, and current HP is at 1.3 million, and we are not even halfway through leveling. We're at 74, level 74 right now, so you know what, after this video is done, I'll go see about making some food over in the capital city. I'll see what I can make over there. Okay, so this is the thing we need: the coalesced living honey. Oh, he saw me before I got a chance to get to him. All right. And there's our big old glob of honey right there. Okay. And we'll fly back to our friends over here. Yoink. Alright, first we'll give you the honey. She said, "You found this off a what? A living honey elemental." She stops her sentence before lowering her voice. "Let's keep all mention of living fire honey between us. Or between us. Harmot might get distracted and run off in danger if we tell him." Alright, and give the mud to Harmot.
No directive needed.
By combining living sand and water, we can create an elemental silt that mimics the underclay's healing properties.
Returning
Can you
path.
feel the energy in the silt between your
Bye.
fingers, Belthavian? The charge that comes through it isn't exhilarating, doesn't it? Make you feel one with the earth and the mountains. No, it just makes me feel like I've got dirty hands because I'm holding mud. Harmot squeezes the silk in his thick, stony fingers.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Okay, and our next quest from Harmot is To wake a giant. By the core way, this stuff packs a punch. Combining healing silt with the molten fusion properties of fire honey has given us a salve that could wake a salve. That's how it's pronounced. It's a salve that could wake a whole mountain, which is exactly what you'll do. Take the mixture over to our wounded friend in Farnee's pond and slap it on his hide. It should be enough to wake him up and alleviate any soreness. Hopefully. Alright, and we've got one of our, we have a ring as a reward, which is lower than our current. So that'll be a vendor right there. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and steps.
Turning to task.
And let's go over to, I think, well, they gave us water walking too. Okay. But there we go. Apply the salve. Hup! Knocks us out of the way. There's our awakened mountain giant. By the shapers! Oi! It worked! It's moving! He's magnificent! He stares wide-eyed in stunning silence. Alright, and speak with Harmot.
Forged paths intertwine.
And he says, well, would you look at that? Thousands of years slumbering at the base of a waterfall, and he wakes up without even a roar or a footstop. And Farnee was buried. You did great with making that salve, broke out John. Both Farnee and I owe you a big thanks. Our new friend looks thankful too.
Follow no directives but your own.
Pain and no more, little stones help? Wait, hold your honeycomb. Mountain giants can talk? Of course they can talk, Farnee. They're just like you and I. And yes, we helped. Fire and earth made the pain go away. It was mostly Pelthalion who helped. Speaking of which, do you have a name, big fella? Name? I forget. Sleeping long time. Oh, we do know the feeling. Well, I'm Harmot, and this is Farnee. Harmee and Harmot? Oh, forget it. Close enough. This is so exciting. I've got a quarry full of questions to ask. Let's head up to the pass. Let's head up the path and chat. Harmot, don't you dare lead him to my farm if he tramples Shalehoof or steps on my hut. Alright, so we've got a fun side character. Follow me, big fella. Farmot's got a nice spot up the hill. The mountain giant offers a slow nod and thanks towards you before following the Earthen up the hill. Okay, so we've awakened a mountain giant, who is now going to be friends with some of our Earthen pals here, and I'm sure we'll probably run into him sometime down the line. He'll probably come up in another quest line at some point. Alright, so I believe that will do it for this round of quests. We'll just leave it there for this specific side quest line, and when we come back, we will continue on with our main quest line. So, as always, thanks a lot for joining me, folks, and we'll see you next time.